Ngayon naman ay dumako tayo sa Article 3, the teacher and the community. Section 1, a teacher as a facilitator of learning and of the development of the youth, he shall therefore render the best service by providing an environment conducive to such learning and growth. So pag sinabi natin facilitator of learning, you serve as a guide. As a future teacher, mas pinapadali nyo or natin yung buhay ng estudyante. Isa rin sa role ng facilitator ay bigyan ng activities na mas mapapadali or yung pinaka-best para sa student na matuto dahil ang mga estudyante ay mayroong iba't ibang kakayahan. Section 2. Every teacher shall provide leadership and initiative to actively participate in community movements for moral, social, educational, economic, and civic betterment. Most of the time, sa isang lugar or barangay, they ask for assistance from the teachers. Kasi sila talaga yung nagbibigay ng guide or ganun kalakas ang leadership na meron ang isang guro. So bilang isang teacher, you should behave with dignity and honor at all times. Section 3. Every teacher shall merit reasonable social recognition, for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times, and refrain from such activities as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much illicit relation. Dito sa Section 3 naman, nakapaloob dito yung mga ipinagbabawal na gawain ng isang guro. Kagaya na lang ng pagsusugal hanggat maaari, ay iwasan ito pagka tayo na ay naging isang lisensyadong guro in the future. Section 4. Every teacher shall live for and with the community and shall therefore study and understand local customs and traditions in order to have sympathetic attitude, therefore refrain from disparaging the community. We have to understand the local customs tsaka yung mga traditions na meron ang isang lugar o ating mismong community. Kasi isang nga na attitude or skills na meron dapat ang isang teacher ay ang pagiging sympathetic. Dapat marunong kang makisama dun sa mga tao lalo na sa mga nasa komunidad na iyong nasasakupan. Section 5. Every teacher shall help the school keep the people in the community informed about the schoolwork and accomplishment as well as its needs and problems. So, every activities, accomplishment, and problems sa school ay dapat alam ng mga nasa komunidad. Especially yung mga officials. Kasi nasa isang lugar tayo na dapat nagtutulungan, not just in the community, but also in the school. Section 6. Every teacher is intellectual leader in the community, especially in the barangay, and shall welcome the opportunity to provide such leadership when needed to extend counseling services as appropriate and to actively being involved in matters affecting the welfare of the people. Ang isang teacher daw ay maituturing na intellectual leader, pero hindi sa lahat ng bagay na nasasakupan sa iyong komunidad. Dito nga sa pag-extend ng counseling services na nabanggit, it doesn't mean na malalim na counseling service ang kailangan natin ibigay. Kasi when providing counseling, you need to be an expert sa field na yon. At kailangan mo ma-master yung mga techniques and strategies kasi of course we have our guidance counselor na mas maalam sa mga bagay na ganon. Section 7. Every teacher shall maintain harmonious and pleasant personal and official relation with professionals, with government officials, and with the people, individual or collectively. Dapat meron tayong harmonious relationship with other professionals. We need to respect other professions kasi nga ganun kataas ang pagiging isang guro. Diba nga kadalasan sinasabi na there would be no lawyers and doctors without a teacher.
Good day everyone. I am Ritzel Joy F. Sumangil, the last reporter for this group. My topic is all about Article 2, the teacher and the state. Before we proceed to Section 1 to 8, we all know that teacher is a person who educates and guides the students in learning, while state is a governing body that creates and enforces law within a territory. In section number 1, it is the role of teachers ensuring the rights. So, ipinapahayag dito yung mga kinikilala na estado and mga mahalagang papel ng mga guro sa pagpapaunlad ng bansa. Binibigyang diin rin dito ang pangangailangan at pakikipagtulungan sa mga guro at ng estado para sa pag-unlad ng edukasyon and of course, and its effectiveness. So, sa section number 2 naman, as a future teacher, we are the role model of our students, right? So, in these sections, we, teachers, dapat tayo ay active when it comes to the policies. Dapat tayo ang nangunguna, ganun, lalo na sa pagsunod, and tayo rin dapat yung tumulong sa paggawa ng mga policies ng Estado. Section 3. We all know that physically, mentally, and morally fit will help to achieve the development of our students, lalo na sa ating future elementary educator. Dapat tayo ay good role model sa ating mga students so that we, teachers, have the best interactions with a variety of students. Section number 4. Sinasabi naman dito na bawat guro ay dapat magtaglay o magsagawa ng full commitment sa policies. Siyempre, bilang good role model na teacher, tayo ang dapat manguna sa lahat, especially when it comes to policies. Section 5. In this section, sinasabi na shall not receive any money or service or other variable material. One of the role ng teachers ay maging honest. Dapat tayo ay maging tapat sa ating tungkulin. Kasi duty natin yan as a teacher. Duty natin na maging good role model sa ating student. I will give one quote that can help us to realize how teacher's duty is very important for us. So, duty is like a teacher who fails to inspire, like a doctor who refuses to heal. So, that means that duty, like a teacher who lacks inspirations, or a doctor who refuses to heal, can be unfulfilling or ineffective. Ayan. So, sa section 6, every teacher is required to vote and is also expected to exercise their constitutional rights and responsibilities such as freedom of speech, participation in governments, and other civic duties as outlined in the constitutions. Dito naman sa section na ito, walang karapatan ang lahat ng gurong gamitin ng kanyang posisyon bilang teacher para pilitin yung mga tao na sundin yung any political courses of actions. Section 8. In this section naman, it is the balance between a teacher's academic freedom and responsibility. Teachers have the right to explore, research, and present their findings. Overall, this Article 2, the teacher and the state, as I said earlier, ito yung mga rights and wrongs na dapat gawin or dapat iwasan ng mga teachers. So, basically, nakafocus yung article na to para sa mga teachers para magkaroon ng effectiveness sa atin na bilang future educator or sa mga students natin. Additionally, it also emphasizes that teachers have a responsibility not just to educate but also to support and uphold the value and principle of the state. And that's all my report. Thank you.